is Knowledge Bowl on WREG News Channel 3. A test of education where local high school students can win college scholarships. Now, here's your host, meteorologist Jim Jaggers.
Good morning and welcome to getting close to the end of round one on Knowledge Bowl. Several more rounds to go, but Arlington and ECS are vying for one of the spots in round two. Our Arlington Tiger captain is Mia Palmer, who's a senior, joined by junior Garrett Eanes, also Sarah Wrong, who is a senior, and Camera Allen, who's a senior. They are coached by Joel Whalehite. And ladies and gentlemen, the Tigers of Arlington High School. From Evangelical Christian School, our Eagle captain is Graham Carpenter, a senior, joined by Patrick Loftus, who's a senior, Sam Skull, a junior, and Campbell Polera, who is a junior. They're coached by Kim Arnwine and Shannon Stevens. Ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles of Evangelical Christian School. Joining us, as always, is the judge and jury, of Knowledge Bowl, our own Dr. Richard Rana, Dean Emeritus from the University of Memphis, and former District Lieutenant Governor for Rotary International. Now, with that title, Doctor, I would assume that you could probably get me a pardon?
Not that kind of, this is a position that mainly helps the governor with the Rotary activities in the region around Memphis and northern Mississippi. And so my job was to check that plans were being done and carried out and that sort of stuff.
All right. Well, you're a busy man about town, certainly. All right, students, we've got general knowledge questions and extra credit questions for you this morning. Starting off with this question on distributing heat. It is a two-sentence question. Ocean currents are one of the two main mechanisms by which heat from the sun is transported around the earth. Name the other. Go ahead, Mia.
Wind currents.
I'm sorry?
Wind currents?
Wind current is correct. Very good. Math, you'll need your pencils for this. It's a question on distance. 1/8 of a mile is how many yards? Go ahead, Sarah.
220.
That is correct. Very good. Adventure fiction, The Island of Dr. Moreau, Island of the Blue Dolphins, and Mysterious Island all take place in what body of water? Go ahead, Mia.
The Atlantic Ocean.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Go ahead, Patrick.
The Pacific Ocean.
That is a good deduction there. Very good. All right, we're on to water safety. When on any body of a water, having a PFD would be a wise decision, but what does the acronym Yes, Garrett?
Personal flotation device.
PFD does stand for personal flotation device. The internet, Google, won a PC Magazine award for its page rank technology in what year, while it was less than a year old? Go ahead, Mia.
1998.
I'm sorry, give me that again.
1998.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Go ahead, Sam.
2001.
Actually, 1999 is the correct answer. I know you're hitting yourself, Mia. Don't do it. It's a toughie. Change of state. What is the term for the direct transformation of a solid into a gas? Go ahead, Sarah.
Sublimation.
Is correct. Lasting impression. Which author of the, quote, Legend of Sleepy Hollow, unquote, also authored A Tour of the Prairies after his month-long tour of Oklahoma in 1832? Go ahead, Sam.
Henry David Thoreau.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. It would be Washington Irving. Still flying, a three-sentence question. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing. That's team leader Teddy Zanettos of NASA, who said that Ingenuity, NASA's 4-pound helicopter that was never expected to last so long, is still flying after 2 years after it landed where? Go ahead, Mia.
Mars.
Is correct. Name the battle. Which battle fought in 480 BC during the Greco-Persian Wars saw a small Greek force led by King Leonidas I resist a much larger Persian army? Go ahead, Garrett.
The Battle of Thermopylae.
That is correct. Very good. Extra credit question. This is worth 25 points. Question is on supply and demand. What big oil-producing country said in April of 2023 that it would significantly cut oil production, driving up gas prices in the U.S.? Go ahead, Mia.
Saudi Arabia.
Correct, just as people were hitting the road for summer trips. Important muscle. Which muscle separates the chest and the abdominal cavities? Go ahead. I'm sorry, Cameron?
The diaphragm.
Is correct. Very good. Israel. In 2017, the United States officially recognized what city, Mia?
Jerusalem.
I'm sorry?
Jerusalem.
As the capital of Israel. A decision met with international controversy. You are correct. Ancient language. Which ancient Indian language is the precursor to many modern, yes, go ahead, Garrett.
Sanskrit.
Modern Indo-Aryan languages? Sanskrit is correct. Playwright. Who is the playwright of a contemporary of Shakespeare who wrote Dr. Faustus and met with a mysterious and early death? Go ahead, Cameron.
Ibsen.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Name was Christopher Marlowe. Middle Eastern nation. In which Middle Eastern nation with a historic site at Persepolis was the Shah overthrown in the 1979 revolution? Go ahead, Graham.
Iran.
Iran is correct. Star of the show, which character starred in A Study in Scarlet, published in 1890? That would be the detective Sherlock Holmes. Original dwellers. The Gila Cliff dwellings of New Mexico were once home to the agricultural, go ahead, Mia.
The Pueblo people.
That is correct. The agricultural Mogollon peoples of which indigenous nation? Pueblo is correct. 1830 Act. There were already several indigenous peoples groups in Oklahoma. When which national act? Go ahead, Cameron.
The Dawes Act.
No, we can finish the question now for ECS. When which national act that was passed in 1830 moved more nations, such as the Cherokee, into the state? Go ahead, Graham.
The Indian Removal Act.
That's what we were looking for, correct. Before modern names, what empire was located in modern-day Iraq? Go ahead, Mia.
Persian.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Go ahead, Graham.
Ottoman Empire.
No, actually the Babylonian. Here's another extra credit question worth 25 points. Concerto. We have several musicians amongst our group. It's a two-sentence question. Concerto is the term for a piece of music written for a solo instrument. Go ahead, Cameron.
No answer.
I'm sorry?
No answer.
Okay, we're going to finish the question then for ECS. For a solo instrument, often with the symphony backing, they became popular near the end of which time period of music? Go ahead, Sam.
Classical.
No, actually Baroque is what we were looking for. Isotopes. Where in the atom would you find the difference between an element and its isotope? Graham?
The nucleus.
Is correct. Word origin. This is a three-sentence question which will hold for another round of Knowledge Bowl, because next up is our pop quiz, which one team could certainly use. Well, we have a pop quiz now, and it's a quick 100 points in 60 seconds if the teams get the answers all correct. As soon as they get a wrong answer, the quiz is over with. Graham, you got your choice between U.S. territories and waterways. What topic would you prefer to have?
U.S. territories.
U.S. territories. Are the following places U.S. territory? An example would be Puerto Rico, and the answer would be yes. So you've got 10 territories, 10 yes or no answers for 10 points each, 100 points in 60 seconds. You ready, Graham?
I am.
Good. American Samoa.
Yes.
Northern Mariana Islands.
Pass.
Falkland Islands.
Pass.
Okay. Bermuda.
Pass.
Turks and Caicos Island.
Pass.
Palmera Atoll.
Pass.
Cayman Island.
No.
Guam.
Yes.
Jarvis Island.
Pass.
St. Helena.
No.
That is correct. We are back now to Northern Mariana Island. You must answer at this point.
No.
Actually, yes, it is, but I believe you got four right, and we are on to our next pop quiz, which is waterways. Okay, Mia, we've got waterways. Which are the following waterways? Are they fresh or salt water? We've got an example of Mississippi River, which would be fresh, as dirty as the Mississippi River is. It is a freshwater body of water. We've got 10 bodies of water, 10 fresh or salt answers, 10 points each, 100 points in 60 seconds. Are you ready?
Yes.
Very good. Red Sea,
Salt.
Lake Superior,
Fresh.
Mono Lake,
Pass.
Dead Sea,
Salt.
Amazon River,
Fresh.
Hudson Bay.
Fresh.
Actually, no, it is salt, amazing enough. It's a lot of salt coming in from the ocean there, but you did get 4 or 5 right there, so congratulations on that. It's our opportunity now to meet our contestants in Knowledge Bowl. From Arlington High School, our Tiger captain is Mia Palmer. Mia is a senior concerned with the Environment Beta Club and playing the piano. What concerns do you have for the environment, Mia?
Climate change.
That's a good
It's
one.
kind of general, but
Absolutely, and well, you should be concerned. Garrett Ians is a junior into fishing, filmmaking, and American history. What kind of a filmmaking do you do, Garrett?
Really, any type of filmmaking, I'm into it all, like
Okay.
TV production, stuff like that. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Sarah Wong is a senior into cooking, pasta, shopping, and on the bowling team. A very little known fact about Jim Jacobs, I was also on a bowling team.
Oh, really?
And I was a terrible bowler, in spite of the fact that I had a really nice strap on my wrist. Now, what are your secrets in bowling?
I'm also quite terrible at bowling.
Okay. Cameron Allen is a senior. Memphis Youth Symphony Orchestra, Gustav Mahler's favorite composer, in high school band, and made the semifinals in national, which fascinates me. Now, tell me about semifinals at national.
It was surreal. It was in Indianapolis, so being in the Colt Stadium was amazing.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, our alternate is Gage Dyer, who's a sophomore, learning about history, building scale models of World War II tanks and planes. You got a lot of models, Gage?
I'm working on it.
Well, how many do you have so far?
I don't know.
Okay, too many to count. Our school coordinator is Joe Wilhite, and our principal is Shannon Abram. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tigers of Arlington High School. From Evangelical Christian School, our Eagle captain is Graham Carpenter, and the seniors. He's a senior running, Taylor Swift fan, and playing the piano and trumpet. Tell me, fellow Swiftie, do you play any Taylor Swift songs on your piano or your trumpet?
I do. I love playing Cornelia Street by Taylor Swift on the piano.
Excellent, excellent. Patrick Loftus is a senior. He enjoys running, tennis, and is also in the band. What do you play in the band?
I play percussion, so that's like drums and mallets and stuff.
What, you have the big drum, you have the bass drum? Is that the drum you play? Mm-hmm. Is it really? Mm-hmm. You've got the height for it, that's for certain. Okay, all right. Sam Scull is a junior into fantasy football, music, and Kendrick Lamar fan. You are a fan of Kendrick Lamar because?
I just love his music, and I think he has rap that has more of a message to it.
Excellent. Campbell Spalera is a junior and into pole vaulting. You vault with a pole. That seems to me extremely scary to me. It's not scary to you?
No, it's not.
How's the highest you've been?
11 feet.
Really? Oh my God, that's scary to me. Of course, I'm an old man. Yeah, and you're a young, lovely young lady. Henry van der Zwag is a senior into escape rooms, tennis, and a Kanye West fan. Tell me about escape rooms.
I love it. It's really fun.
And how long does it take you to get out?
Not long at all. Really
Okay.
fast.
Our coordinators are Kim Arnwine and Shannon Stevens. Our principal is Ryan Cummings. Ladies and gentlemen, the Eagles of ECS. We'll be back with more Knowledge Bowl right after this.
Thanks for watching News Channel 3's Knowledge Bowl, proudly awarding scholarships to students for over 30 years.
Well, with the pop quiz out of the way, we can get back to general knowledge questions like this one, students. Word origin, a 3-sentence question. The word geomorphology is a combination of 3 Greek words. One of them means form. What do the other 2 mean? Go ahead, Mia.
Earth and the study of.
That is correct. Asian nation is the next question. Which Asian nation, with a capital of Thimphu and famous for its cliffside monasteries, measures its success in gross national happiness? Go ahead, Mia.
Tibet.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Go ahead, Sam.
Bhutan.
Bhutan is correct. Very good. Different contexts in linguistics. Which word describes the study of the formation of words, but in biology, to the form of living things? Go ahead, Cameron.
Physiology.
I'm sorry?
Physiology.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Go ahead, Sam.
Nomenclature.
Actually, morphology is what we were looking for. Saying it the easy way is the topic of the next question. What is the chemical formula for potassium chloride? Go ahead, Sarah.
KCl.
Doctor? Could you repeat the answer, please, Sarah?
KCl.
No.
Okay, we'll turn it over to ECS. Go ahead, Sam.
KCl4.
What we were looking for is KC1, but we'll take a look at that and get back to you on that. Next question's on bile. Which organ produces bile to aid in digestion? Go ahead, Campbell.
Stomach.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Go ahead, Sarah.
The liver.
Liver is what we were looking for. Start of an empire. Which nation is known as India's teardrop? Go ahead, Garrett.
Sri Lanka.
Due to its geography, Sri Lanka is correct. 840 languages, a two-sentence question. The most linguistically diverse nation has around 840 languages spoken there, many spoken only by a village or so. With a capital of Port Moresby, which island country has so much diversity? Go ahead, Sam.
Madagascar.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Go ahead, Mia.
New Zealand.
Actually, Papua New Guinea. Just a sampling is the topic of the next question. Which giant of American letters wrote The Pearl and The Grapes of Wrath, among other classics? Graham?
John Steinbeck.
Correct. Extra credit question, 25 points. Subject is forceful. Deformation is caused by rocks being squeezed and folded by what type of forces that share their name with the physical plates that are moving? Mia?
Tectonic.
Is correct. Anatomy. What is the medical term for the voice box? Mia?
The larynx.
Mia, I need the answer just as soon as I call your name. I'm turning the question over to ECS. Go ahead, Patrick.
Larynx.
Larynx is correct. Which one? The two main types of which type of government that has a single all-powerful leader are dictatorships and monarchies? Go ahead, Sam.
Totalitarian.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Go ahead, Garrett.
Autocracy.
I'm sorry?
Autocracy.
Yes, you are correct. Middle East. Which Middle Eastern country did the Arab Spring protests begin in 2011? Sam?
Iran.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Go ahead, Sarah.
Afghanistan.
Actually, Tunisia. Terminology. What is the term for a group of individuals of the same species living in a specific area? Go ahead, Mia.
Population.
Yes, correct. Comedy, sort of. The Divine Comedy, a narrative poem by Dante, is not a comedy by today's standards, but in the nomenclature of his day, it was a tale that began in misery and ended in what state of happiness? Graham.
Paradise.
No, we'll turn the question over to Arlington. Go ahead, Garrett.
Euphoria.
Actually, joy is the answer we were looking for. Here's another math question. You can take up your pencils and papers. Renting a car, it's a two-sentence question. A car rental agency charges $30 per day plus 25 cents per mile. If you rent a car for 4 days and drive 200 miles, how much will you pay? Go ahead, Sarah.
170.
$170 is correct. Free markets. What ism refers to the belief in free economic market? Go ahead, Graham.
Capitalism.
Yes, correct. Acetic acid. Acetic acid is found in many foods. What is the chemical formula for this ingredient? Go ahead, Sam.
C4O2.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Go ahead, Sarah.
HCl.
Actually, it's CH3COOH, a type of government. What is the term for a government led by a king or queen with limited powers? Sam.
Constitutional monarchy.
Is correct, or a limited monarchy would be correct. Here's another extra credit question worth 25 points. Another math question as well. On a tangent, what is the value of tan, 45 degrees? Yes, Sarah.
1.
Is correct. Short story title. Name the Hemingway short story that has the title referring to the cold precipitation on top of the highest African mountain. Go ahead, Mia.
Brains of Kilimanjaro.
No. We'll turn it over to ECS. It would be the snows of Kilimanjaro. We will be back with the final exam in just a moment on Knowledge Bowl.
Thanks for watching News Channel 3's Knowledge Bowl, proudly awarding scholarships to students for over 30 years.
We are on to our final exam, which is all current events questions, so the focus has changed from general knowledge to current events, and we hope that you've been watching a lot of News Channel 3, students. We start off with this question. In November 2023, an outbreak of wildfires caused a state of emergency to be declared by Governor Youngkin of what U.S. state? Mia?
Virginia.
Is correct. Very good. In the area of major influences on the U.S. economy and manufacturing, in 2023, what is the leadership position held by Shawn Fain? Yeah, Sam?
CEO of General Motors.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Mia?
Director of the SEC.
Actually, no, Sam, you're pretty close. He's the president of the United Auto Workers Union. At the 2023 Country Music Awards, who was named Entertainer of the Year? Go ahead, Graham.
Taylor Swift.
Sorry?
Taylor Swift.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Go ahead, Cameron.
Morgan Wallen.
Actually, Lainey Wilson is the correct answer. And, Doctor, I'm still not recovered from the fact that I've not been named Entertainer of the Year by the CMA. In November 2023, what country offered climate refuge to Tuvalu citizens? Go ahead, Sam.
New Zealand.
No. Arlington? Go ahead, Mia.
France.
Actually, Australia. Again, Sam, very close. How old is the Country Music Awards 2023 New Artist of the Year, Jelly Roll? Go ahead, Sam.
39.
He is 39. Very good. In mid-November 2023, the FBI seized cell phones, iPad, and other electric devices from the mayor of what major U.S. city, Mia?
New York City.
That's correct, Mayor Adams. Name the Oscar-nominated actor of the Memphis filmed movie Hustle and Flow, who brought a world premiere of his latest film, Showdown at the Grand, to Malco's Powerhouse Theater, and it had it still showing in mid-November. Go ahead, Mia.
Michael B. Jordan.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. That would be Terrence Howard. In November 2023, how many Grammy nominations did SZA?
7.
Yes, go ahead, Graham.
7.
I'm sorry?
7.
No, and I can finish the question now for Arlington. SZA have. Go ahead, Sarah.
10.
Actually, 9, the most of any single nominee. In order for a Republican candidate for president to be in the December 2023 debate, the candidate had to have gained what percentage of support in 2 national polls or polls in 2 early states? Go ahead, Patrick.
20%.
No, we'll turn it over to Arlington. Mia?
5.
Actually, 6%. In mid-November 2023, Britain's highest court killed Prime Minister Sunak's effort to send illegal arrivals in the UK to what country? Go ahead, Patrick.
China.
No, we'll turn over to Arlington. Mia?
Their home country.
Actually, Rwanda. In November 2023, what important position for the 2024 presidential election did Ronna McDaniel hold? Go ahead, Mia.
Elector.
No, we'll turn it over to ECS. Go ahead, Sam.
Candidate.
Actually, chairperson of the Republican National Committee, excuse me. How many branches of the United States military are there in, yes, Sam?
5.
No, we can finish the question now for Arlington. Are there in 2023? Go ahead, Garrett.
6.
There are 6, the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Space Force. In what city did the 2023 Asian Pacific Summit take place? Go ahead, Patrick.
Beijing.
No, I need your answer. I don't. We cannot repeat the question. Go ahead, Sarah.
Tokyo?
No, actually in San Francisco. In November 2023, that's the end of this particular final exam. We'll be back with more Knowledge Bowl in just a moment.
Thanks for watching News Channel 3's Knowledge Bowl, proudly awarding scholarships to students for over 30 years.
Well, our thanks to ECS and your never give up attitude. You guys, you did a great job. A very tough team this morning, but you do walk away with a $100 stipend for your college education. Our congratulations go to the Tigers of Arlington. You guys were well prepared for this morning, and we appreciate that. We'll look forward to seeing you in round 2. And could get, well, that's the $500 round, $500 scholarship for the University of Memphis. Next week on Knowledge Bowl,
It's Christian Brothers and West Memphis Christian.
so we'll be looking forward to seeing you.
The Battle
on
of the
Knowledge-
Christians.
The Battle of the Christians. It's an epic battle. See you next week.
Thanks for watching News Channel 3's Knowledge Bowl, proudly awarding scholarships to students for over 30 years.